Stay with me to the last frame. The closing image reframes everything before it and might change how you see Rachel Zegler for good. No gimmicks, no noise, just intention, restraint, and a calm spark that turns small moments into scenes you can feel. Each shot layers on something new: sculptural lines, candid warmth, and a confidence that doesn't need to raise its voice to be undeniable. She steps through a doorway and the room lifts a shade. The smile is small but certain. The eyes map the space like a stage she knows by heart. At first glance, the look seems simple, but the architecture is exact. Clean seams, a decisive silhouette, and color tuned to the light like it was chosen for this very hour. Lesson 1 lands early. Wear what serves your shape and your mood, then let the rest fall away. Backstage, tension evaporates. Rachel adjusts a sleeve, trades a quick joke with the crew, and you can almost hear the set exhale. Here's the part most people miss. Unforgettable frames aren't built on perfection. They're built on generosity, steadiness, and a kind of presence that gives everyone else room to breathe. The camera loves calm, and calm loves craft. Studio light becomes a co-star. She angles a third toward the lens, so illumination travels across instead of hitting head-on. Highlights polish, shadows sculpt, and the shot feels lived in rather than lacquered. A whisper lift of the chin, shoulders soft, jaw unclenched. The jawline snaps into relief. Micro choices, major difference. Motion arrives on cue. 2 steps forward, a half turn, a settle, just enough time for fabric to land and lines to sharpen. She doesn't chase the lens. She lets it arrive. That's why these stills breathe. Movement lives inside the quiet. A split-second laugh breaks the pose, and suddenly the frame becomes the one people save. Color play slips in deliberately. Mineral blue that catches light like water. Graphite with a soft sheen. A column cut that reads strong instead of loud. Accessories stay surgical. Small studs, a slim bracelet, 1 ring. Spark, then silence. Restraint is the loudest whisper in fashion, and it travels well on camera. Outside, the palette changes. Late afternoon, breeze up a notch, city blur behind her. She faces the wind, eyes steady, and the frame turns cinematic. It isn't, look at me, it's, look at this. Shape, structure, the way fabric talks to air. That's a storyteller's mind at work, even when she's the subject close-up time. A wisp of hair refuses direction. The finish stays skin, not filter. She holds a quiet gaze that reads like a thesis. Curiosity first, rules second. You feel craft under the polish. Someone who understands style as a language, not a mask. Leaves little to the imagination, doesn't have to mean loud. It can mean precise. Let clean lines and honest light do the talking. Play flips the tempo. A candy bright layer, 1 easy spin, hem in flight. The shutter catches the crest of color, and suddenly you can hear joy again. Fashion stops being homework and turns into improvisation. That elasticity, gliding from sculptural calm to kinetic pop, is why her frames travel far and stick. Back to studio calm for a beat you'll replay. She stands in soft spill from a window, lifts her chin a breath, and counts a silent 1 before the click. That extra heartbeat is the difference. Light wraps, edges soften, and certainty settles over the image like a closing chord. If this mini journey landed, watch through the end, tap like, share with a friend who loves stories told with style and intention, and drop the frame that stayed. The doorway lift, the backstage laugh, the studio sculpt, the color crest spin, the wind-lit calm, or that blue hour hush. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive, where creative courage meets quiet control and every image earns its place.